Good morning. We're on.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here with you.
I am too. What a great spot we're in.
Well, I'm going to have to eat the mic, it sounds like. Can you guys hear me okay? Are you good? Okay, cool. Well, Mitsubishi is a brand that is near and dear to my heart because I learned how to drive a manual transmission when I was a baby automotive reporter back in 1993, I think it was, on a bright orange 5-speed manual that I don't know what I did to that vehicle, but I learned how to drive a manual. So it's a vehicle, and I think it went on to become the car driven in the Fast and the Furious the next year. So I kind of drove a little Fast and Furious when I was stopping and going. And, you know, manual transmissions are still a thing, although that's not what we're here to talk about today. Come to my show in LA at the LA Auto Show, and we'll talk more about manuals. So you've had a really busy year so far. Including a title change and a duty change. You started with responsibilities for all the marketing and advertising activities and strategies for the brand, including TV, digital, social, print, out-of-home, interactive platforms, digital retailing, CRM and retail marketing programs with your 330 dealer partners across the U.S. And then you added, like that wasn't enough, you added customer experience activities because Mitsubishi changed the definition of customer to the very first point of contact that a potential customer has with the company as they begin their shopping journey, you know, usually online with research, vehicle configuration, pricing. So, you know, what have your expanded duties been like, and does the CX change the way that you do your job?
Well, yeah, that is a lot. But adding customer experience to, my responsibilities has really been natural because as marketers, we're constantly thinking of the customer journey, and that typically begins with that first interaction with the brand all the way to how they're treated in our shops, and then to repurchase, right? And every touch point in between that. And typically, there's this baton pass between marketing and customer experience once awareness and consideration are kind of completed. It's off to customer experience to make sure that the in-store experience is seamless to what we've been saying in marketing. And, now I get to influence our sales training. I get to impact our sales talk tracks within our showrooms. And I get to, concept how our brand is visually represented within our dealerships. And this opportunity is, we have the opportunity to make such a big impact here because we're building a brand narrative with every interaction that a customer has with us. And then that allows us to have a more seamless O2O strategy as well. This idea of a customer only being in the shopping cycle when they're ready to replace their current vehicle is simply outdated, right? Because the way that the digital landscape is just rapidly evolving, and of course, the rate at which we're all consuming content, right? We are always interacting with brands, whether that's passively seeing one of our TV spots while you're streaming your favorite TV show.
Law and Order, apparently.
Law and Order, shout out. Or, seeing how a brand represents themselves on social media, or randomly coming across a product review in one of the digital channels. Those are all opportunities for a brand to make an impact. And so we seize that opportunity. That's certainly been what I think about when we have our media strategy. We now have an always-on connected TV plan. Connected TV allows us to be hyper-targeted when we need to, but also gives us the flexibility and scale when we want it. Of course, we'll top up with linear TV, but really, going from a demographic-led to an audience-centric approach is what works for us. And then, of course, the customer experience influences the type of content that we're creating, right? So we're thinking about content at a macro level, but also those micro moments where we can build a one-to-one connection with our customers. So it's been a very big year, but exciting nonetheless.
Well, and I'm not sure if I can really call you guys a challenger brand anymore. You know, that's kind of the catchphrase. But this past year, you also took the top spot for the first time in Reputation's annual 2023 Automotive Reputation Report, ranking first among 19 mass market auto brands. So that's congratulations.
Thank you.
That was quite an accomplishment. So, you know, what do you think makes Mitsubishi so successful in these factors?
Well, for the past 5 years, we have been on a journey to really transform every aspect of our company, and that started with relocating our headquarters from California to here in Tennessee back in 2019. That was the most outwardly visible aspect of our plan, but certainly the catalyst to our transformation. And then we worked hand in hand with our dealer partners to improve our dealership facilities. We updated our visual identity guidelines, and then we improved the processes within our showrooms. We updated our marketing strategy, like I was mentioning. We went from more demo-based to audience and digital first. And all of this was done for really one reason. We wanted to be ensuring the success of our company by perfecting every touch point across the customer journey. And our goal was to be number one in customer excellence. And you know, when we put this goal out there, we made sure that we had the support of our dealer partners. That was critical to implementing this plan successfully. And you know, over the past 5 years, we just have not lost sight of that goal. I'd say the last few years have been filled with momentum and forward progress, and of course, adrenaline. And it has been, you know, such a thrilling few years. Back in April, we were named #1 in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power, which we were thrilled by. And then more recently, you know, we rose the ranks from being one of the lowest ranked brands in the reputation score to now being the #1 mass market brand in reputation. We are just so proud of the accomplishments that we've kind of achieved over the past year, having this single goal in mind. But you know, now the real work starts, which is keeping our spot at the top. So a few more years of forward progress and adrenaline, I'd say.
Well, to that end, you actually did something to connect with consumers in a new way. You launched a real-time cinematic configurator experience using the latest cloud streaming video game technology, which is pretty forward-thinking. So let's go ahead and watch the video of this is what a customer is experiencing when they go online to build a vehicle. Well, you go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, I will. Well, one of the goals that I have is to use innovation to really offer best-in-class customer experiences, and particularly immersive experiences. And we were pouring through some data, and we found that for Mitsubishi, we have one of the highest test drive to purchase ratios within our competitive set. We simply needed to drive more folks to our dealerships. And one way to do that is to create a more compelling online personalized experience. And so we introduced a 3D configurator on our website. So simply if a person visits our website, they can select the trim that they want, the exterior colors, their accessories of their choice, and then with the click of a button, they can see that exact configuration driving in this beautiful landscape. But let's say they change their mind, right, and they want to see a red car instead of blue or blue instead of silver. They can make those updates, and that 3D model is updated in real time without skipping a beat, while still, driving through that mountain landscape. And like Lisa was saying, when you see a product video, that's much more compelling than a static image. And the fact that it's personalized, we certainly saw the engagement. Our site traffic increased when this launched. Our site engagement increased by 63%. People were spending more time on our website, and more excitingly, we saw a lift in site conversions by 7x. And then the next part of this configurator is a user could then download a personalized brochure. And that brochure was tailored to their specific selections. So all of the photography would be updated with the vehicle color that they chose, with the accessories that they chose, even had their name in it. And there's a QR code in there that would allow users to then access an AR model of the vehicle so that they can then place the vehicle in their home if they wanted to, just to have a more up close and personal look at the vehicle.
I think I placed mine in my kitchen just to see what it would look like, and it was an odd fit next to my old stove. But you can do that, so that's kind of cool to have that personal experience and of actually playing with the vehicle yourself. So you use that, or you created that in partnership with a company called Zero Light, a cloud-based plug-and-play visualization platform. They're British. I love their website. Everything is spelt with an S instead of a Z. So are you continuing to work on any other projects with them?
Yes. So MMA has been a partner with Zero Light since 2019, and I think every year of our partnership with Zero Light, we get a bit more creative. We like to push the envelope. I forgot to mention the configurator was a world-first innovation, so we were so proud to bring that to market. And that's really, what we aim to do with our partnerships: introduce first-to-market opportunities. So right now, we are getting ready to introduce the configurator with cinematic driving mode for the 2024 Outlander. So that'll go live on our website next month. And then we're finalizing our innovation roadmap with Zero Light. So there's certainly much more to come for Mitsubishi and Zero Light.
Very cool. So besides that, you've pushed the envelope in other ways. So I'm thinking about how you used YouTube to unveil the Outlander PHAV, and it was the first time that you used a video channel, where you had 32,000 subscribers to reveal a global review for the entire company. So why don't we take a quick look at the beginning? There's a brand essence video, and then we're gonna cut off the guy because he's gonna go on for 20 minutes. So we'll watch a few seconds of him.
Necessity has always been the mother of invention. And there's no greater necessity right now than change. Over 100 years of experience brings Mitsubishi Motors to today. But the future relies on change. Change in the way we take on the world. Change that challenges us to look beyond the obvious. Change that keeps moving us forward. Everything we do embraces that change. Pushing beyond expectations at every turn. Standing up for standing out in the crowd. Ensuring that wherever change takes you, you'll be ready for the road ahead. Ready to go your own way. Ready to drive your ambition.
Hello, thank you for joining me here today. My name is Shamarky Purcell. I'm sure a few of you were with us last year when we introduced the all-new Mitsubishi Outlander. And man, it's come a long way. Now, there's a whole family of Outlanders. Check out this top-of-the-line SCL Premium model. And this one, just to celebrate Mitsubishi's 40th anniversary in the US. And this one, the Special Rally Art Edition.
He goes on and on. He's really excited about the new Outlander. So
we had quite a few.
We're not going to spend the next 20 minutes letting him talk about it. So what did you learn from this experience, and would you do it again, and would you change?
When we launched the Outlander plug-in hybrid, first of all, when we launched the Outlander gas version, we knew we had something special on our hands. It saw immediate success. So when the plug-in hybrid version was being introduced, I knew we had to do something in a really big way. And I took a look at the target buyer for the plug-in hybrid, and they were very unique in that they were smart, they were tech savvy. They were not early adopters, but they were adopters, and they were very well researched. They were hungry for information. You know, the previous generation of the Outlander plug-in hybrid, we would hear from our dealers that customers would come in looking for this car, and they knew just as much about the text and the specs of the vehicle as our sales teams. It was pretty impressive how just well-researched they are. So I knew it was important to create tailored content to reach our target audience in a platform or an environment that they were naturally in, finding their information. And so we partnered with Google to bring this to life on YouTube. And you mentioned 32,000 subscribers. I do want to say
it's risen
it
dramatically,
has
right?
increased, but more importantly, you know, we were looking to find our target audience in addition to the subscribers that we had, and those target buyers were on YouTube. And Google said there is a beta opportunity. There is a live stream placement in our masthead on the YouTube website. It is a beta, so it would be first to market, but there is some risk involved. And it was, you know, a tough decision because here I am leading the North American debut of a very key vehicle for us. Did I want to risk kind of going live on a beta platform? I did. And you know, we certainly saw the success from it. We surpassed our video view KPI. We saw our vehicle reservations increase by 9x. And it was a 20-minute live video with a view completion rate that simply surpassed all the other KPIs, or all of the KPIs that we had set for view completion, which was fantastic when you really think about, you know, who's going to sit and watch a 20-minute video. But it was certainly our target audience. And so I would absolutely do it again. I think testing and iteration is part of the growth mindset, and that includes taking risks. And you know, that's how we continue to break barriers and test the limits of what we can do.
And people are still watching it because people are still looking for information about plug-in hybrids. So even though the model's a few years old, it's still getting new hits every day, which is kind of interesting. And you also used an interesting platform to unveil the 2022 internal combustion engine Outlander, the ICE Outlander, in a unique way on Amazon Live, and it surpassed viewership KPIs by 110% within hours of the reveal. So what did you like about using Amazon Live, and would you do that again, and what did you learn from it?
Yes. So when we launched the 22 Outlander, we knew we wanted to hold the global reveal in a very different way. Typically, car reveals are, you know, set on a very darkly lit stage. There's this dramatic sheet pull, and voila, there's a spotlight on the car. But we wanted to do something really different because the vehicle was such a game changer. So we had a live reveal from the driveway. We wanted it to be outdoors. We wanted the vehicle in its natural setting, and just thought, you know, it was such a unique way to launch the vehicle. We partnered with Amazon, and we used their Amazon Live platform. We were the first automotive to utilize their platform in that way. And like you said, we had surpassed our viewing KPIs. And with that launch, we also were able to promote our vehicle reservations, which at that time. I mean, that was a first for us, and we certainly saw the success from that introduction.
Well, and then previous to that, I feel like I keep saying, previous to that, you did this, and it was the first. So previous to that, you debuted the Outlander campaign in partnership with Unite Digital. And it was an interesting approach because you took a fragmented dealer sort of experience and gave them an opportunity to have a larger voice and bring it all together in a customizable way. So there was a base video that we're going to watch first, the base commercial. And then from there, the dealers could customize them. AC/DC, kind of a big deal for you guys, right?
Kind of a big deal,
Right,
yes.
right. And then should we go ahead and watch one of the customized spots so we can see what the dealers could do with
Sure.
it?
Get thunderstruck at White Bear Mitsubishi. With 11 airbags and a better safety rating than Toyota RAV4, the 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander all-wheel drive is in stock under 29 grand or just $249 a month with a lifetime warranty. Get thunderstruck at White Bear Mitsubishi.
So your dealers love that, right?
The dealers loved it. I mean, till this day, they'll still ask if we can continue to run Thunderstruck.
Let's watch one more, and then we can talk more about it.
The all-new 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander at Louisville Autoplex Mitsubishi. Unwrap yours for $229 a month, plus an industry-leading 10-year warranty. The year-end sales event at Louisville Autoplex Mitsubishi. Get thunderstruck.
Brings back memories.
Yeah, I was going to say that's been a few years, and since then you've gone on to use other really cool music in your spots, right?
Yeah, Mitsubishi is unique in that we don't have tier 2 regional advertising. We have tier 1, and then we have tier 3 dealer advertising. So what we do at tier 1 has to bridge the gap, to our dealer body. And what we have done here is we concepted a retail marketing platform that will take our premium tier 1 national advertising and allow our dealers to personalize the spot tailored to their business needs, as you saw. And what that does is it gives us brand consistency, which is fantastic, especially for a challenger brand like us with a smaller dealer footprint and lower brand awareness. But also gives the dealers flexibility and access to these spots that have great music, which they wouldn't normally be able to license on their own. And so that has been part of our retail marketing strategy for the past 2 years. Until this day, I still have 100% dealer enrollment in these programs. So dealers are hungry for these assets, excited to receive them because they know when they have these in market, we certainly see that lift across the nation.
And you work with them on choosing the music, right? It's a collaborative approach.
It's very collaborative. I have a really good relationship with our dealer network. I meet regularly with our national advisory board, and I share everything with him, from campaign concepts to ideas that I have on improving the retail marketing strategy. And they give me really honest feedback, which is good, of course. But that open dialogue is just so critical to setting the stage for our success. And I think when they are honest, or when we're honest with each other, that leads to vulnerability, it leads to respect, and then it leads to trust. And I think, you know, that's really important for me, to earn the trust of our dealer partners, because ultimately we have the same end goal in mind, right? And so I do have a really good relationship with them.
So what's in store for 2024? Can you give us a little bit of a, you know, idea of what you guys have planned?
2024 is all about keeping the momentum going for Mitsubishi Motors. We're continuing to put customer excellence as our #1 priority, and we'll be strengthening our brand this year. And I did want to say we have a brand campaign launching next month that'll feature a celebrity spokesperson.
And Media Post is going to get the scoops. You're going to get to read about it first in Media Post, so stay tuned.
We will give, yes, I will come to you, Tanya, when we're ready to break the news. But Mitsubishi Motors is stronger than ever, and we're just going to keep pushing the envelope.
Awesome. Well, I think that's a great note to end on, and we can maybe open it up to some audience questions if anybody has anything for Kim. And Lisa has a microphone, so you don't have to shout.
Yes, I will give you the microphone. And I see someone. You couldn't be over this side, could you? No, stay. Oh, it's you. This is our Joe Mandisi.
Oh, that was great. Excuse me. You demonstrated awesome use of all of the video platforms that you could enable. I was wondering if there's anything you're doing with your media space inside the vehicles that you could talk about. And I know we're still early days on self-driving and other things, but you did show the telematics in those AC/DC spots. And I was just wondering, is there anything you're working on now to make the vehicle the new retail media experience?
We do get this question quite a bit because, of course, our product plan has been asked about quite a bit. Today, there's nothing that I'll be sharing about our product plan, but hopefully around NADA come January, February, we'll have some exciting news to share.
Anyone else? I actually have a question for you. For when you talked about, like, obviously for automotive, TV, linear TV specifically, is always a huge player. But you're having such success with YouTube, with Amazon Live, other channels like that. How is your media mix looking now? Are you sort of taking away from linear? Are you increasing the budget so you can incorporate these other channels? And is linear still the lion's share?
Linear is not the lion's share. We are a smaller automotive brand, so our media budgets are significantly smaller than other automotives, which means we have to be, very efficient and effective with the dollars that we do have. We see the biggest impact with connected TV, and again, that gives us the flexibility that we want. We can be laser focused in certain markets when we want to be, or we can increase and maximize our scale when we want as well. We also have a very robust digital video plan, but both connected TV and digital video are part of our evergreen strategy, and we're constantly reaching in-market, near-market, and then future market customers so that we're building our prospecting pool.
Anyone else have a question? All right, guys, you were awesome. Thank you so much, Kim. Thank you, Tanya.